This is the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show.
No one takes a break tonight. We get after them for 4 quarters. You take what you want. It's your time. Go get it done, baby. Come on.
We have reached the second half of the 2020 regular season. Tonight, a rivalry is renewed as Austintown Fitch plays host to Warren Harding in the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Chad Krispinski alongside Ryan Allison. Ryan, this one should be fun here tonight.
Well, it doesn't get any bigger, literally. This game pits the biggest program in Mahoning County against the biggest in Trumbull County, and there is tons of talent on both of these rosters tonight.
Let's take a look at tonight's matchup notes. Harding has won 4 of the last 5 head-to-head meetings in the series.
And the Raiders have done so in dominant fashion. They've outscored the Falcons 152-56 during that span, but it was a low-scoring game last year with Harding coming away with a 10-7 victory at Mollenkopf Stadium.
Harding had a tough time in Week 3, falling to the vaunted Massillon Tigers 24-0. The Raiders were outgained in total yardage 306-35 in that setback. Harding enters the second half of the regular season with a record of 1-2, with the lone win coming against Cardinal Mooney back in Week 2.
The Raiders are averaging just under 15 points per game while allowing nearly a 20 a contest, but those losses have come against 2 of the top teams in all of Ohio in Cleveland Benedictine and Massillon, 2 teams that could compete for a state title.
Leading the way for Harding, senior quarterback Elijah Taylor, a member of the WKBN Big 22 class of 2019.
Yeah, Raiders head coach Steve Arnold says he's really grown as a quarterback. When he takes the field, Taylor brings a strong arm and a solid football IQ. He's thrown for over 400 yards and 5 touchdowns this season.
Taylor is a big fan of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, but he says he models his game after Tampa Bay's Tom Brady, who brings an unmatched ability to analyze the game of football.
He has a really big arm. He's a big lefty, and he's able to run the ball a little bit too. I mean, he has the athletes to spit the ball quick, and he's a really big arm to make the big throw.
His ability to read a defense and then not be afraid to stare down the pipe and throw the ball over the middle, I think he's a good, really good middle of the field thrower, and that's one thing quarterbacks who have success are good at.
When we come back, we'll turn our attention to Austintown Fitch. The Falcons looking to keep their perfect season intact with a win. You're watching the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week.
You're watching the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show.
And welcome back. Let's now turn our attention to the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Fitch enters Week 4 with 3 wins out of 3 games.
Yeah, but this is exactly where they were at last year, and then a loss to Warren Harding was the start of 5 straight losses for Austintown Fitch. So this game is an important one.
Yes, it is. Fitch's unblemished record in jeopardy last week against Cheney. The Falcons trailed by 2 touchdowns at halftime, but rallied in the second half en route to a 21-14 win over the rival Cowboys. Following that win, Fitch remains unbeaten at 3-0, and they have revenge on their minds heading into week number 4. They haven't forgotten last fall when Harding sent them to their first loss of the season in Week 4.
Yeah, the Falcons are seeking their first 4-0 start since that undefeated season back in 2013. And just like that team, these Falcons can light up the scoreboard. TJ Parker's team is averaging nearly 37 points per game.
In the center of it all is junior quarterback Devin Sherwood, who has certainly opened plenty of eyes through the first 3 weeks of the season.
That's right. His head coach, TJ Parker, says he is easily one of the top players in the entire area. Sherwood has the keys to the Falcons' offense and makes all the checks.
He's a dual threat that has shown the ability to extend plays, and he can hit a home run from anywhere on the field. The guy he looks up to, Green Bay Packers great Aaron Rodgers.
He's a playmaker. He's real accurate with the ball, and he can make big plays out of nothing.
Heady, leader, does the things that that enables them to win. Has that moxie about himself to make plays and to make plays when things break down. He has experience, and he's really implementing what Coach Parker wants done in that new offense.
Which brings us to our keys to the game. Harding seeks to bring the intensity. The Raiders want to sustain that intensity for all 4 quarters.
Secondly, Fitch will look to take what they're given. They don't want to force a big play if it's not there. And finally, both teams are at their best when they're unpredictable on offense. Both teams looking to keep the defense guessing.
Something that will play out in a rivalry affair on our Game of the Week.
The ability with the way they do the broadcast for WKBN and Game of the Week, and to have that as a live stream, it's just so special for our community, our fans, and then the people that get to see us.
Tickets are limited, and so everyone can't attend the game like they normally would. So to be on the Game of the Week, prime time, I would just say get your popcorn.
So the spotlight is shining brightly on high school football's biggest stage. We're just about ready for kickoff. Warren Harding and Austintown Fitch face off next in the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week.